everyone, you are welcome to MSI EdTech Online Home Lesson. This is a place we prepare you for a better future, as I always tell you. Today we want to focus on calculus, and this is a series of calculus. In this calculus series, we are going to have different episodes. So I want you to pay attention and make sure you watch all the episodes in this series of calculus. So let me tell you little about calculus. Calculus is one of the branches of mathematics established by Newton and Lens in the 17th century. These mathematicians discovered how to make use of calculus in a real life. So in this class, you are going to see the application of calculus, and you are going to see calculation on calculus. I'll be right back. Okay, you're welcome. Today's episode is on differentiation. Differentiation. What is differentiation? Differentiation is the process of finding the gradient function called the y, the x. Don't get confused. The y, the x is referring to derivation of y with respect to x. Derivation of y with respect to x. And it can also call differential coefficient of y. We have 5 methods of solving differential equation. Number 1, we have general equation. Number 2, we have first principle. Number 3, we have chain rule, which we can also call composite function. Then number 4, we have product rule, and the last one is called quotient rule. So in each episode, we are going to look at this method, and I believe that you don't want to miss out in this episode. So today we'll focus on general equation, solving differentiation using general equation. In the next video, I will teach you how to use first principle, and as time will permit us, I'm going to show you some examples that you can apply. So without wasting much of our time, let's go to the class and solve questions on general equation. Now, we agree with me that y equals to bx raised to power n. This is the general formula for differentiation. Now, I'm going to explain what this is all about. Now, you need to understand that this y can be written as the y over the x. I told you that the y over the x is referring to derivative of y with respect to x. The y, the x means derivative of y with respect to x. Sometimes we call it WRT. That is the short form for that. So this will give us this n here will come here. We multiply this. This is the power. It will multiply this b. We have nb. X will still remain here. N minus 1. So don't get confused with this. This n will multiply this b. We have nb. Then you minus 1 from this n. So this is what we call general equation. I believe you understand that. This is what we call general equation. Why? When you are referring to this. Okay, class, let's take a look at this question. Find the differential coefficient with respect to x of the function y equals to 6x squared. So this is differentiation. So let's solve this question together. Remember, y equals to 6x squared. That means if we apply the general equation, what will happen? This y will turn to dy over the x equals to 2 times 6 x raised to power 2 minus 1. How do we get that? We get that by applying this general equation. So doing this, 2 times 6 will give us 12, x, 2 minus 1 will give us 1. So this will give us 2 of x. So this is just the application of general equation. So let me give you more difficult question in case you find some of these questions in your examination. You know how to apply the general equation. I'll be right back. Okay class, let's solve this question together. The question is, find the coefficient with respect to x of the function y equals to 6x cubed plus 4x squared plus 2. So what are we going to do? You can repeat the question. Y equals to 6x cubed plus 4x squared plus 2. Now what you do here, dy all over the x equals to dy the x 6x cubed plus the y all over the x 4x squared plus is 0. This is 0 because it's constant. There's no respect to x, right? So dy all over the x will give us this times this will give us 6 times 3 x raised to power 3 minus 1 plus 2 times this will give us 4 times 2 x raised to power 2 minus 1 plus 0. So this will give us 6 times 3 will give us what? 18. 18 will give us x. Okay, 18x 3 minus 1 will give us 2 plus 4 times 2 will give us 8x. 2 minus 1 will give us 1 plus 0. So dy all over the x will give us the x equals to 18x squared plus 8x. So this will be the coefficient with respect to x. I believe you understand it. The question is, find the derivative function of y equals to x cubed plus 2x squared minus 1 all over 2x plus 3. So how are we going to solve this question? Remember, you need to calm down. When you calm down, you'll be able to reason and apply the right method in solving this question. So we have to restructure this question in order to make it very easier for us to solve. So what are we going to do? Y equals to x cubed plus 2x squared. Now this 1 all over 2x will give us minus x raised to power minus 2 plus 3. So now that we've restructured this, it will be very easy for us to solve. Now we apply the general method or general equation, and the general equation will give us the y all over the x equals to, remember, this 3 will come here, 3x 3 minus 1. You minus 1 from 3, you multiply the 3 by whatever you have here. And you know we have invisible 1 here. 3 multiplied by 1 will still give you 3. But in a situation whereby you have 2 here, this 3 will multiply the 2 and you minus from this 3. But here, from this question now, we have 1 here, invisible 1. So 3 multiplied by 1 will still give you 3. Then you minus 1 from this 3. I hope you understand me, right? So this will give us plus 2 times 2 x raised to power 2 minus 1 minus this minus 2 will times this. You have minus 2 put it in brackets so that you not get confused. Minus 2 x raised to power minus 2 minus 1 plus is 0, because this is constant, and you remember we are finding the derivative function with respect to x, and this doesn't have x. So this will give us the y all over the x will give us 3x. 3 minus 1 will give us 2 plus 2 times 2 will give us 4x. 2 minus 1 will give us 1 minus, okay, let me close this bracket so that I will not get confused. Now this is minus and this is minus. Minus times minus will give us plus, so this is plus 2x. This is minus 2 and minus 1. Minus 2 minus 1 will give us minus 3 plus is 0. So what are we going to do here? We can say the y all over the x equals to 3x squared plus 4x plus 2x raised to power minus 3. I hope you understand, right? In case you find it difficult, you can always send your feedback to us through the WhatsApp running on the screen, and we believe that we are going to respond without wasting time. Thank you very much. This is just the beginning and the introduction to calculus. I'll be back with the second method of solving calculus, which is first principle. Until I see you in the next class, my name still remains the same, David, your friend. Bye.